Good afternoon, it's Jeff and Wilma here at Budrum, and this afternoon we're going to make some shallot, poppy seed and almond bread rolls, hamburger buns. And if you follow my instructions and make these bread rolls, you'll never want to buy shop bought bread again. So I'm just finishing chopping up these shallots. We've got these laid on, these red shallots, and so we're using these in a lot of our cooking, and as well as sharing them with people. And so these are probably the easiest things to grow in our climate, our subtropical climate. So, I'm looking for about a third to a half a cup of these. Right, so I'm about to combine all these ingredients for these bread rolls. I've got 1 kilo of good quality baker's flour. So to that I'm going to add 3 teaspoons of skim milk powder. I've got 2.5 teaspoons of instant dry yeast, 2 teaspoons of salt, 3 teaspoons of bread improver, 2 teaspoons of poppy seeds, 2 teaspoons of brown sugar, this is dark brown sugar, half a cup of almond meal, that's a beautiful almond meal there, and half a cup of our finely chopped red shallots, 650 mils of, this is potato water, this is sweet potatoes have been cooking in this water at 105 degrees Fahrenheit. 2 teaspoons of olive oil. What I'm going to do is just combine all these ingredients and turn it out onto my floured surface and start kneading it. Righto, so I've started my kneading time from now. Just using the palm of my hand and pushing down on it and turn it over, so just adding a little bit of flour whenever I need to, so it is still a little bit moist. Now I'm going to knead it for about 13 minutes, and just going to keep on going with that. I think people have been telling me that they can't buy bread in the shops like the bread that we make, like these bread rolls. And I don't know, I'm sure the shops have access to good flour and that. I just think the hand kneading may be the secret to good bread. Maybe you can't get, do as good with a machine as what you can by hand, I don't know. So, and I don't want to buy shop bought bread ever again. So, as long as I've got strength in my arms, I'll keep on kneading it. Well, 13 minutes has expired, and this dough is turning into a beautiful dough. You can feel it pushing against you when you, and I've had a nice little workout, which is good. And what I'm going to do is give my bread bucket a bit of a spray with a cooking spray. And anyway, so I'm just going to give that a spray with a cooking spray on top of the dough, and put my baking sheet, or I probably don't need that on top, just a tea towel, and put a tea towel on top of that and sit it in a warm spot and then let it double in size. Right, so our dough has certainly doubled in size here. It's looking fantastic. So I'm going to punch it down and turn it out onto my floured surface and give it a couple of kneads. Yeah, it smells fantastic as well. A little bit moist. So, oh man, that is beautiful. Oh,
must be a new bucket.
Yeah, oh, I think it's just those shallots, and gives it a beautiful flavour. So what I'm going to do is divide it into 18 bread rolls, about 110 grams each. But with a generous amount of cooking spray on our baking tray there, I'm just going to just dust my hands and dust the rolls and just press them out with my fingers and roll them into a bit of a log, if you will. And all you do then is tie a granny knot. That's it. And then just place it on your baking sheet. I just want to repeat myself. Once you make these, you won't want to buy bread from the shop. I'm not saying that you won't do it, but you won't want to. Yeah, that's one tray. So what we're doing now is put my sheet of baking paper on top of that, and then my tea towel over that, and sit that in the warm spot. So these are going to treble in size, and I've got my oven on a low heat for the time being, and we're going to put a dish of water on the bottom tray to help with the crust. Righto, so our rolls here are just about trebled in size. So I've just preheated the oven at 195 degrees centigrade, and I'm just going to give these a little spray with a bit of this water. I've got my spray bottle primed up, and I'm just going to put a little drizzle of more shallots on top. So I'm just going to add a few poppy seeds on top to let them soak into that water I just sprayed on. Let them sort of stick a bit better. Another 20 minutes and these will be going in the oven. So I'm going to do the whole lot like that, and then we'll come back when we put them in the oven. So these are ready to go in the oven. I'm just giving them a quick spray around with a bit of cooking spray, and put them in there. So I'll cook these in the oven at about 195 degrees centigrade with our dish of water on the bottom tray to help with the crust, and they're going to be in there for about 13 minutes, and we'll probably rotate them about once or twice in that time. Okay. Right, so here's our results. Our first tray was that one. It had about 18 minutes. So they've all had around, at least was 15 minutes, but they look fantastic, and there's the absolutely beautiful smell in the house.
It is
The
nice.
house is just permeated with this beautiful smell. So I'm just going to, if you want to hold the camera there, and this is what I like about fresh bread, is when you pull it apart and you get that flakiness. That's for me, that's what I remember when I was a kid. I do that every time. So anyway, what we're going to do when these cool down is, as soon as they cool down, we're going to bag them up and put them straight in the freezer. And that way you've only got to take one out of the freezer as you need it. And when these are toasted, they're absolutely beautiful toasted, so you get another beautiful smell in the house. Plus it toasts up absolutely crunchy, beautiful and crunchy, especially the bottom part. Anyway, we'll close now. We'll catch you later. Bye.